What's up, guys? Welcome to Rice Cakes and Pears. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, we are joined by Aubrey, my wife. Yo, we chilling.
It's me again.
It's who?
It's me again.
Oh, sick. We're really excited because you guys came through for us. You submitted questions. We asked for questions for a podcast. We wanted to give advice because we're so freaking amazing and better than everybody. And you came through. So, thank you.
Here's a little disclaimer. We should not be giving advice, but we are only here to give advice because we have been through some hard things and we think we are somewhat qualified to give advice.
Just somewhat. We're honestly struggling a lot. Like every day we struggle. So maybe this will be terrible. Okay, I will start with the first question. How do you mentally deal with the symptoms that are not related to your disease? So I think what this question's asking, I think with any chronic illness, you're gonna like depression and anxiety are just added on to that. Like that's just how it comes. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. I'm about to sneeze.
3 for 1. I hate. Okay. Remember our ick episode? Well, I found out a new ick for Zach, and it's when he when people.
It's when he breathes.
No, so it's sorry, I just got distracted. It's when he tries to like sneeze, like so he's like
when he sneezes.
You know when like people try to sneeze, so they try to make their nose like tickle. It's so weird.
Well, it's pleasurable. Feels good.
That makes it way weirder.
No.
Zach,
It feels.
You are done.
No.
You're not gonna do that again.
Okay. Back to the question. So, honestly, the way I've dealt with it is I allow myself to feel like garbage. Like I allow myself to be upset, be frustrated, and that doesn't cure it. It just allows me to get my feelings out. I also like to make raps that are mediocre, but I like them. But honestly, medication, therapy, all the cliche answers, but again, just allow yourself to feel negative and cut yourself a little bit of slack. Like it's okay that you're really struggling, honestly.
Yeah, what I would say is how I deal with the symptoms that are not related to my not disease, but my migraines and stuff is you kind of just have to live it day by day and just do your best and just know that tomorrow's a new day. And even though you'll probably have a migraine tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, you will
and the next day and the next day and the next day.
It'll still be a day to like start over and try to distract yourself and all that. And just got to pull through.
It's a Mr. Krabs reference, by the way. Also great advice, Aubrey.
Thanks.
Next question.
How do you not worry that a bigger issue isn't causing your chronic conditions? I would say, well, I personally have gotten like 5 to 10 brain scans to make sure that I'm not have a tumor. Make sure that I'm not have a tumor. And so I'm pretty sure it's not a tumor. And so but honestly, you kind of just have to deal with what you've got and deal with one thing at a time and try not to think about what could be like that it could be worse. You got to just like live in the moment again. Like I said before.
Like you said before?
On the last question?
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, please forgive us. We both have pretty bad brain fog, so words sometimes don't come out smoothly.
This is also the second time that we've filmed this.
Yeah, we freaking recorded it, but it recorded on our computer audio, not our Blue Yeti USB $100 microphone.
And it's all my fault.
And it sounded like schnitz. So
it's my fault.
No, it's all good. I guess leading into the next question. How do you show appreciation to your partner for taking care of you during a flare-up episode? For me, I try. So growing up, I'm the youngest, and I'm also the most ill in my family growing up. And I got so used to taking, like, people always had to care for me. People had to, oh, Zach's not feeling it. We gotta excuse Zach from doing chores. So we gotta do this and that. So I got really used to just like taking and never giving. So it's been cool being married to someone who has migraines because I've
You're
learned.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, it's kind of that was kind of sarcastic, but in all seriousness, like I've learned how to give more. So the ways I show appreciations for Aubrey, I try to scratch her back, rub her head when she has a migraine. I don't do it super well. Trying to get better. So if you guys have any tips, let me know. Um,
You'll get there.
Thank you. But I try and suggest things or ask her what is something we could do right now that you would enjoy, even though you're in so much pain.
With Zach, I would say that he likes a good distraction, so I try just distracting him with, like, tickling his arm. He really likes that. It's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
makes
weird.
me giggle.
Stop. Or, like, scratching his back, like, anything
Or
to
like
distract
massaging
him.
my earlobe.
He's getting weird. Should we end this? Are you too manic?
What are you talking about, girl?
But, yeah, and then just, like, doing things that he wants to do, like play video games sometimes. We've been really into this video game lately. What was it called again?
I think it's Super Mario 3D World. It is ported from the Wii U to the Nintendo Switch. It's a great game to play with a significant other who doesn't have a lot of experience with video games.
Excuse me, that was actually pretty rude. But,
I mean, it's true though.
I've gotten so much better, and it's actually a really fun game. Oh, what? We good?
Just be careful with the
Do you want me to put it
cord.
over here?
Sure.
But yeah, it's a really fun game. So, wives, if you don't really like playing video games, but you want to be there with your husband and play video games,
Or your
that's a good one.
husband wants you to join them. Because here's the thing,
Yeah.
I want so badly for Aubrey to not. I don't want her to love video games. I just want her
That's a lie.
to experience it with me.
So you don't want me to love video games?
Okay, partly I do, but it's mostly like I just want the companionship and support of someone next to me while I play a game. But I'd prefer to play it with you, honestly.
That's nice.
Okay, next question.
Okay, where are we? The second one down?
Yeah.
Okay. What does she do to help you, and what do you do to help her? So that's kind of like the same thing. I don't know. Did we really answer that? I do have to say that Zach, he's really good to me, and he really does his best and tries to help me when I'm not feeling good by, like, picking up the house and, like, just doing little things like chores that I can't do while I'm not feeling good and all that.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool, pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, similar to what we kind of just talked about, just trying to, when someone's feeling crappy, like trying to lift them up. And what's kind of funny is when one of us feels really bad, the other is just okay, so they can kind of pull some weight and support the other person. So that's kind of
It's weird.
interesting.
Yeah, it's, like, always been like that since we started dating. It's like
Yeah,
if one of us is doing really bad, the other one can still usually help the person that's doing
yeah,
really bad.
yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, your turn.
So how have both of your health issues impacted your marriage? Significantly. There's a lot of pros and cons to being ill. I will say there's a statistic that says people who are chronically ill tend to last longer and not get divorced. So we chillin', we illin', you already know. But honestly, like it's brought us closer. I think being ill from the get-go, like that's supposed to happen later in life when you're old. But like we're not super old yet. So it's forced us to build a foundation of vulnerability, closeness, communication, thinking outside of ourselves, being selfless, and that's created a really strong foundation for our marriage. I just feel like it's only brought us closer. It's been hard. Don't get me wrong, like emphasis on it being very difficult. It's very difficult to feel like you're different from everyone else and feel like you can't do things normal couples can do. And like we'll be in social settings and Aubrey's head will hurt and my head will get tired and we're just like, what are we doing? Like we're just trying to enjoy a normal night out playing board games with friends, but we feel like garbage. So
Yeah, it's true that happens. And yeah, one of us is usually like, "Let's go." Like it's I gotta go.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I'm trying to remember what the question was.
It's become a good excuse though. It's like, oh, Aubrey has migraines, or like an
You're not
excuse to get
supposed to
out of
tell
things.
them that.
I mean, it is true though.
Okay. Well, sometimes it's we're not actually lying. Um, so to go along with the question of how have both of your health issues impacted your marriage, I would say the same thing, that it's been super hard, but it's helped us so much with like our communication, understanding each other better, being selfless, like helping each other more, like what Zach was saying, and um, yeah, it's overall been bad, like horrible that we have to go through all this, but it's been good for our relationship.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, next question.
Okay. Someone asked, what is the best way to lower a headache? So there are different types of headaches. Like you can get a headache from noise, from light, from sound. Sound and noise are the same thing, Aubrey. From like screens, stuff
I thought
like
you were
that.
gonna say screams. I was like, that's kind of along the
That's like a
same.
sound
Yeah.
too. Screens or like whatever. But for me, I kind of get migraines. Doesn't matter when. Like I just get them. I can get them while I'm asleep, basically, when there's literally zero stimulation. Um. Anyway, so what I like to do to lower a headache is just go in my room, lay down, turn off all the lights, and it always gets really dark in our room because it's like no windows. We're in the basement. So I don't know if you can tell. Um, but yeah, it used to be a music studio. It's no big deal. But anyway, yeah, that's how I like to lower a headache, like getting away from all the stress and stimulation, getting away from the crowds of people, getting away from um all of the light and the
And
noise.
don't you use canola oil to rub on your temple lobes? Is that what it's called?
What in the F?
I'm trying to throw her off.
Yeah,
You like
it
canola
worked.
oil?
That was a weird one.
Thanks. She
Okay.
doesn't. She doesn't actually use any of that. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right. Can you feel a headache coming on, or is it just random? And what is the best migraine treatment?
Okay, so yeah, it's always pretty random. It just comes super randomly. And then the best migraine treatment, I do not know. Let me know if you
Yeah,
know.
let us know because Aubrey's life sucks.
Well, truth is, I've done Botox, like, feels like hundreds of different medications. Just so much. So much.
Yeah, Aubrey's done the keto. She's done it all. She's done it
Yeah.
all.
All of it. Oh, yeah. And in case you're about to ask, I have gotten the piercing. Thanks for asking.
and she's
And I drink enough water.
and she's tried essential oils. She's rubbed them on her head. Have you actually though?
I have. It gives me a
Yeah.
worse headache because the peppermint smell.
Yeah. I mean, if essential oils work for you, cool. But for the
Yeah.
most part, that's like
It's case by
really.
case with migraines. I'm keep cutting you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were angry. Okay. Last question.
Well, two more. You want me
Yeah.
to go?
Yeah, you can do the next one.
So it says, have you ever had your tube open while you were being intimate or cuddling?
Have you, Aubrey?
I actually have not.
Oh yeah, because you don't have a G tube. It's about me.
Yeah. But I will say that when we were dating, that's when we kind of got used to the feeding tube being in the way. And like
We'd be kissy
when we were
kissing.
like cuddling or whatever, it would like rub up and like get caught on his shirt, and he'd be like, ow, like,
Yeah.
ow, can you move? Can you get off for a second? All that.
Yeah, and like also we'd be kissing and she'd be like, I want a snack. And I'd have a little bit of G tube juice coming out. But I would say no. I was like, no, you can't do that.
On the real, it smells so bad. Here, I'll just picture it.
You'll just picture it?
No. I'll help you picture it. So, um, think of like the dirtiest washcloth that's been sitting in your sink, that's soaked up all of the different dairy, all the different like horrible juices that go bad, and just think of that. Think of that washcloth, and then put it in a pile of mold, and then
And then what? Aubrey,
And then on a person.
Tommy does not take well to these comments.
Tommy? Who's Tommy?
Tommy the tube, my tube. Yeah, you know
No, he has a
what?
name.
It's nasty. I'll admit it. But it's a part of me, and you need to freaking accept it. So freaking annoyed right now.
I think I accepted it when I married you, though.
Yeah, you did. So yeah, I mean it is it essentially like rubs up or gets caught, but we just communicate and it's all good and have a little laughy laugh and just kiss it off, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
You got the next one?
Not this one says not advice, but are you scared? Question mark. What? I'd say yeah, there are times where I wonder, am I ever gonna be normal? Am I ever gonna function like a human? Or am I just gonna be broken the rest of my life? But that's only every now and then. But for the most part, again, I just do what I can. I find a lot of comfort in just doing the best I can. And most of the time, that's not enough. And I have to drop out, or I have to quit a job, or I have to reschedule a podcast interview. But I don't know. It's fun to just try, especially when you're. It's almost like you have the underdog mentality. Like you have it so hard, so you just keep going.
Yep, I agree. I'd say that I am pretty scared for the future. It's hard to not think about the future because it's just like the rest of your life. I'm so sorry. You wanted to hold hands?
Yeah,
Oh, good. We can hold hands like this. Um,
I'm gonna edit that.
dang it! Why? It's so good. Okay.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. So I am scared for the future because with my migraines and with Zach's health issues, it's really unpredictable. It's hard to know what's going to happen next. It's hard to know if Zach's going to start needing his feeding tube more, if he's going to go back to being allergic to every single food again, and that might be good for his content.
Yeah,
But
it's hard to know if like I'll just implode.
yeah. But yeah, with like, just gotta take it day by day and hopefully it'll be okay.
Hopefully it'll be
Take
okay.
it day by day and hopefully it'll be okay.
Just do your best and never worry.
Do your best. It's just a test.
It's okay. Just get over it. Just be happier.
Don't worry. It's not your.
Perfect. We are so glad you guys joined us today. Thank you so much for submitting questions. It really means a lot. Like, we would love to do more episodes like this where you guys contribute. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I was talking to the audience. Oh no, we're gonna have a fight. Oh no, our marriage.
Well, we'll see you guys next time. We want to do these episodes once a month for you guys.
Yeah.
With me, because I feel so special being on once a month.
Yeah, kind of like your period.
So funny.
Okay, see you later.
You're gonna cut all that out? That was funny.
I'm not gonna cut that out.